listening to this month? This. Starting off with the elephant in this playlist room, the sheer number of songs from the early career of Danish singer-songwriter Anne Linnet. I found myself in a bit of a funk at the start of Feb, and I found no better way of getting through that funk than by hyperfixating on 80s Danish language sophistopop. Among others on here, you've got Levende Hände, Kærlighedens Far, the all-time classic Tusind Stykker, as well as for some proto-Christine and the Queen's Tea, In Mine Øjne. Now moving on, I have also been obsessed with this one track of Dido's Life for Rent album called Sand in My Shoes. It is deliciously Balearic, but also so lonesome, and it is a real antidote to the everywhere you go there you are-ism that I feel is becoming increasingly prevalent. Continuing on the Eurodance vein with the Italo disco of Milky's Just the Way You Are, a track which I have heard in dozens of Instagram stories over the last month, and I'm not necessarily complaining about it. And circling back briefly to the songstresses, we've got a couple of tracks off the audacious 1996 album from Tori Amos, Boys for Pele, including the genuinely gnarly Professional Widow. As for newer releases that I didn't quite get around to covering, you've got life-affirming albums being released this month from both The Soft Pink Truth and Beverly Glenn Copeland. The former is an odd house meets chamber music album with an opening track called Mere Survival Is Not Enough that is just gorgeous. The latter is a legacy-defining folk-adjacent album that sets out a path to a better future. Tracks like Middle Island Lament and Shenandoah give me full-body shivers. The ever-psychedelic Altın Gün also feature. Their new record Gadap adds to their already vast catalogue of laid-back Turkish and Anatolian funk for sunny, hazy kind of days. Meanwhile, the new EP from Americana-adjacent Manchester band West Side Cowboy has been rocking my world for the past few weeks. I cannot help but feel like these guys are destined for big things. Meanwhile, there's a handful of singles on here from upcoming records that I'm incredibly excited about. From Muna's Dancing on the Wall to Sweden's own Water Baby to Australian Gooner pop duo Two Charm, all the way to Book of Churches, which is a solo folk project from Divorce co-frontman Felix Mackenzie Barrow. Finally, February also came with one of my musical highlights of the year, the Enemy 100, which always puts me onto a huge, diverse array of up-and-comers. My main takeaways include the track Rust from transatlantic rock duo Witchpost, who have an EP coming out in March, London indie disco revivalists The Itch with the track Space in the Cab, and a J-pop boy band called Star Glow doing an American boy band throwback called Star Wish. It's pretty sick. But the real standout for me is the track you're hearing under this video, Boy Poi by Drifting Clouds. It is a jazzy, sparkly track that draws on this unimaginably old First Nations Australian songline about the movements of the sea. And what's worse, it's only their debut single, so God only knows where they're gonna go next. All I know is I'm on the edge of my seat. Don't forget to check out all of these recommendations and more in my Feb 26 playlist that is linked in my bio, and I'll see you sometime.